Wow, hey everyone, long time no see. I know it has been a while since I've done a video here, and as you can see, I'm like rocking a new hairstyle. Um, this is mainly because of me accepting my life as not, well, kind of military style, as like, living in Korea. So my wife kind of encouraged me to change my hairstyle a little bit to encourage a more innocent, more friendly look. Because when I was just shaving my head and doing the army thing, she was like, "Oh, you're too serious, and the kids are too scared." So, uh, just a little friendlier, and I've gotten some good feedback about that. So, well, we'll keep this and see what happens with it. I know it's to anybody who is going to make a comment, go ahead. It doesn't really affect me much, but they'll say, "Oh, it's harkening back to the days of happy days." But you know what? If it works and people are happy and they like it, and it's pretty comfortable by now, so I've learned to adapt. Okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty of why I've had a radio silence within like the last, I don't know, 6 months or so. Uh, a lot of things have been happening, good and bad. We're talking 50-50 here. The first thing I want to talk about is my job situation. That changed really fast. I had a wonderful year, a wonderful run at a high school. But the high school kind of ousted me, and they do contracts by like a year. They'll do a year contract, and then they'll tell you whether they want to keep you or not. And well, they decided not. There's a whole thing behind that. It was some kind of a paperwork issue and distance issue and traveling issue. So we'll just let bygones be bygones. It's the nature of business. So we'll just, it is what it is. Me and my wife, we took it really hard. And yeah, we say we've had challenges, both emotional and physical, mostly emotional. Yeah, these last few months have been kind of hard for us because, well, we've had to move. We've had to move. This right here is my new apartment. So my new apartment, I've had my video. I'm working on my video as we speak, and it will be posted very soon, pretty much right ahead of this video. So if you live in this area or around, or you're a friend in Korea, come visit us. Our apartment's nice. We're ready to go. We're ready to show people around and show them a good time. But the only drawback to this apartment is it's way up in the mountain. Like we're far from anywhere else, and this is just a newly developing area right now. So we're an apartment complex surrounded by another apartment complex surrounded by nothing. But then we have a wonderful view of everything down the mountain, and we have bus access to almost anything. So we can go down. We're getting our exercise worth going walking down and back. But hey, there's both negatives and positives here. So yeah, the job situation right now, I'm crossing my fingers. I have a corporate job I'm gunning for right now. It could go, it couldn't go. There's a lot of things between that. Like I said before, nature of business in Korea. You just got to go with the flow. And that's what we're doing right now. So yeah, I'm kind of between jobs on that. I'm still working my Saturday job at teaching adults, which I adore. I love that job. And it keeps me going. It really does. And of course, my wife always keeps me going. She's working right now, so I'm taking some time to do a catch-up video. Okay, next on my list of things is I'm planning to do, it's time to actually get into doing a master's degree. So I'm going to be signing up for a master's program, hopefully, and we'll see if they accept me. More than likely, living overseas here, they do have programs that deal with foreign teachers over here. So yeah, I'll get into that. And more updates on that one. Okay, so okay, here we go. My hobby recently, my really fun hobby recently. You can call me a geek if you want. Go ahead, I will fully accept that. But I am doing D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. Like we're talking the pen and paper 5th edition version. I'm really getting a kick out of it because this is a social game and it is never ending. So I get to socialize and use your imagination. At first when I was getting into it, I was kind of weird about it, but now I'm really digging deep into it, and it's a wonderful thing for people to get together and do. People can usually get together and they can drink and shoot the bull and all that stuff, But this is another way to do that, but also be involved in something that's really, really, it really takes your mind into another world. I love it. So I encourage you, if you've never tried D&D before, give her a try. I mean, there are people who do what's called one-shots, which are pretty much you go in, you play a campaign just for one time, and then you're out. No strings attached. You just check it out. And if you like it, hey, you do more. If you don't, your choice. But it's a lot cheaper than having to go through, like, if you like video games, or if you like card games with collecting things that are expensive, or Pokemon Go or whatever. This is a nice alternative for adults as well as children. It really encourages the imagination. It encourages cooperation. It encourages your just everything that is that you could do to solve problems. It's wonderful, and you get to be around with friends. And if you're in the right company, in the right area, we always crack open a few cold ones, some beers while we're doing it. It's really fun. And you're so involved that you lose track of time, and that's the beauty part of it. It's just you really enjoy it. But that's my new thing I'm into now, and I'm really, really loving it. So, and it helps me to socialize with other foreigners in Korea. So it's a great social magnet. Okay, next thing on my list is Hapkido. I'm still training. I'm still doing the martial arts, but something happened. My Hapkido gym that's right across the road that I've been going to for 6 months, the master is amazing. The guy is really cool. But he's been losing students, and our night class, a bunch of people moved away, so he ended up having to cancel the night class based on business. It's always business. So once again, I am what I refer to as a Hapkido refugee. So I am being introduced to another Hapkido gym tomorrow, and to start with a new one, but they're more established, and they are actually, there's no threat of closing because they have constant, continuous business. So hopefully I can find another one that this one will work for me, and I will be able to go with for the next few years. Now this apartment, we own this apartment, so we will be here for a long time. So I want a martial art training facility here that I can go to and really start, progressing. And Hapkido has been the right direction for me on that one. Okay, so that's Hapkido refugee. Recently, we went and saw the movie Logan. 2 thumbs up. If I had more hands and more thumbs, I would totally up, because it was a great way for Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart to say goodbye. So if you haven't seen Logan, go check it out. The movie before that I was praising before was Moana, which was a Disney movie if you just want your kids to watch a movie. Check it out. That one is awesome. I had to I got a copy of it so I can watch it anytime. Logan, yeah, totally check it out. If you like Wolverine and you want something more down to earth and real, that one will definitely fit the bill. Let me see. Anything else that I want to talk about? I want to talk about many other things. I have so many subjects that I can talk about that I can catch up on. But please, this is where I need your help. So tell me down in the comments below. What do you want me to talk about? I'm going to be more involved on these videos now because I have a little bit more time to do it. And it feels more comfortable now that I'm in the new environment and settled down. Finally settled down. So aside from that, that's all I have for today, and I hope that's a good enough update, especially for my friends and family back home. I know I haven't been talking to you guys. I'm really sorry about that. But all that's been happening has been like trying to juggle so many things, and being able to communicate with people back home kind of took a back burner to all this stuff. But we're settled down now. Everything's good to go. And if anybody wants to come and visit, hey, we're ready for you. Aside from that, hey, you help me out. Help me find out what we want to talk about. And I'm all ears. So until then, this is Jeremy from the Land of the Morning Calm, signing off.